for the live Q&A and for a chat. We've had fabulous time so far. Lots of questions coming through, lots of hellos. So we're so excited for everyone to be here. We hope you really enjoyed Hortense's lesson about blocking. So we're going to talk a bit more about that in just a moment. And if there are any questions regarding the blocking or anything else, really, just pop them in the chat and we will answer them. We'll answer as many as we can, because I think on the last one we ran out of time a little bit. I looked at the time. I went, oh my gosh, Hannah, it's 3 o'clock. So yeah, pop back in. Put all your questions in the comments, whether it's about blocking or any of the previous lessons, and we'll try and answer them. We picked out a few questions from the last live Q&A regarding yarns, and we're going to save it for Raylene, who's going to very happily answer your questions. So they're not forgotten. We've got them written down, and we're going to ask Raylene about those. But before we get into the blocking and the chat, we just want to remind you about the fantastic giveaway that we have got going on. So for me, it's up here. There is a little QR code. So if you are able to scan it with your device, scan it, and the link will pop up to a form. Or if you are watching on the device and you can scan the code, then Hannah just pop the link into the chat. It's a Google form that you can fill out, pop your email address on there, and you'll be entered into a competition to win a $40 gift card from the fabulous guys over at We Crochet to go on a shopping spree on their website. Grab yourself some yarn or the dot hooks that have been mentioned earlier. I've got a total FOMO because I'm yet to get myself a set, but I've heard they're fantastic. So I am missing out. Totally. Total FOMO here. So whatever you want to spend the $40 on, and we've got a 15% off code for everyone else to use. So if you are with us now, if you're watching and you want to go and grab a few balls of yarn or hooks or whatever you fancy from crochet.com, which is the fantastic website for We Crochet, we've got a discount code Garment15 for 15% off your purchase. Very kindly sorted out by the guys at wecrochet.com. We actually have had a couple of questions where to find the all access pass as well, which is still available. So Hannah's gonna grab the QR code for you, which is over there somewhere. Someone scanned the QR code, so here it is. That's the page where you can grab yourself the all access pass, currently still at the special weekend summit price before it goes up again on Monday. So if you are still not decided, if we haven't convinced you yet that it's a fantastic price, then do have a look, because it does go up after the end of the summit on Sunday. So wow, here we go.
Look, so I have to put this up already. Look.
Yeah, I just read it
too. We were chatting away after watching the video, weren't we? We were like, we need to go and get changed. We need to.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I felt like Celine Dion running backstage and getting changed. So I'm wearing a Telfar cardigan. This is Telfar cardigan made in twill worsted again. You can tell I like this yarn.
You do.
But don't tell We Crochet, because you know. Yeah. But yeah, this is Telfar cardigan. And Hannah, come on. Yes. Everybody is talking about that pink jumper. Now you're wearing it. You must commit to releasing it. Come on. Commit to it right here, right now. Say it.
Almost ready. It's almost ready to release. So this is my Deirdre sweater, and if you watched Veronica's lesson about constructions, this is a T-piece. This is done so in a T for the front and a T for the back, and then you whip on some cuffs and a bit at the bottom, a rib at the bottom. Jobs are good. And it is way, way, way easier than it looks. This is not difficult at all. These are all half double crochet stitches or yarn over slip stitches. Really, really simple. I just need to finish editing the video. I've done a whole video tutorial for it. So I'm going to finish editing that like next week, maybe. And then I will launch it. I promise.
So everyone, Hannah promised next week.
Hold me to it.
If she doesn't, you know her website, you know her socials. Go and chase her up, because it's fantastic pattern. It looks beautiful. It suits you really well, Hannah. So you must let us have the pattern. Come on.
I will. Someone's already asked, is it easier to change the sweater neckline? Yes. So because it's a T-piece and because you join it here across the top in a very nice, neat way that you won't ever see, you can just keep seaming as much as you like, or you can leave it undone as much. You could have it like as an off-the-shoulder jobby, or you could have it as a much tighter neckline. I even considered putting you could put like a little cow neck on it, but I didn't think it needed it with the stitch detail. Like, you could adapt this so easily.
So yeah, if you watch the construction video, that's called a boat neckline, what Hannah's wearing, because you just kind of attach the back to the front and you kind of leave it quite wide, so it creates a really lovely boat neckline. But as Hannah said, you can adjust it. So if you need to rewatch that video, it's still available on my channel. For free, because we are here trying to teach you everything there is to know about making crochet garments with confidence. So yeah, here we go.
Asking, no idea how to scan. I know I get confuddled with the scanning as well. Can you please share the link? Yes, so it will let me share on my YouTube and my Facebook group. So I think if you're watching over on any of Veronica's channels, it won't let me put the link in those. So if you just pop over I can put it up on the screen. There we go.
Yeah, if you
screenshot of that, and then you can, yeah.
If you I'm not quite sure where you're watching from. Where is it's YouTube. So if you go on the live description, there should be like a little arrow to click down, and it'll show you the whole description, and at the bottom there is a clickable link there. So you can click on that link as well to find all the summit info and everything you need.
Yeah, and so someone here is asking about what was the latest video on YouTube called. I struggled to find it. Oh, sorry about that. So the thing is, go to that main page that I will put here now as well, and that has all the links on it, and those links will be there the whole weekend. I put it there, and I will put the summit thing there as well.
Yeah. Do you think we could pull up the free summit page? Just give people a little visual to where to scroll to and where to click for the next one. So
now you're testing me. Now you're I got it.
Is throwing you in the deep end.
There it is. So that link there will take you to this page, which has got all of the links on it. If we scroll down, we tell you obviously about what we're up to, and then the dates and the times. We've already done these first two and then 3 here. So the last one was Hortense. So if you go back to this page and click on the click here to watch, that will take you directly to Hortense's video about it. And then every time we finish our live Q&A session, pop back to this page and then click on the next one, and it will take you to the next video.
Absolutely, yeah, because if you click on that Brianna's link at the moment, it's set as a premiere, so you can actually click the notify me button as well for when the video is about to start. But that's where you need to be, back on this page for all the YouTube links where the videos are premiering, and me and Hannah are over there as well, watching and chatting, trying to answer as many questions as possible. But we made the promise that we'll pop back kind of after the lives as well, just to pick up any questions. So if we don't answer right now, then please don't think that we haven't seen the question or we're not going to answer it. We will, I promise, because actually tomorrow, before the first lesson of the summit tomorrow, me and Hannah will have a whole hour of this live. So if there are any questions that haven't been answered today, we will definitely see to them tomorrow, won't we, Hannah?
Definitely. I'm multitasking like anything. Joyce, I've just put that in the comments of mine. The giveaway link is.
Oh right, okay.
Well, it's a Google.
Oh, the giveaway link, yeah.
And the other thing to say is, if you're having trouble with finding any of these links right now, like the giveaway and stuff, just sign up to Veronica and I's email lists, and we'll be sending out a reminder tomorrow morning. for what we're up to, and we'll put all of the information in there as well.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you pop over to bluestarcrochet.com or hanjancrochet.com, that's both of our websites, and just find any of the email forms and pop your email address in there, and we'll happily send you all the information for tomorrow. And we'll let you know the link for the giveaway as well. The giveaway is open until Tuesday, 11 o'clock in UK time, which Hannah helped me here. What time is it in EST? So we go 5 hours back, so that'll be 6 a.m.
Yes.
6 a.m. on Tuesday morning if you are in the EST time zone. So that's when the giveaway will close, because we're gonna announce the winner on Tuesday lunchtime. So Tuesday about 7 o'clock should be the winner will be announced.
I'm not seeing any comments. Yeah, lovely. But yeah, we're here to talk about blocking and see if anyone has any questions about blocking, following on from Hortense's amazing video. When she sent that through, we were like, whoa, that's a lot of information. That's awesome. Like,
absolutely, yeah.
I think it's one of those things that kind of gets overlooked, and she said that as well, didn't she? Like,
yeah,
it just kind of gets not forgotten about, but it's kind of like the last thing that you need to do, and you're kind of just like over the making process. You just want to wear it.
Yeah.
Right.
And do you know what partly it is? Because it's such a huge process, isn't it? I think some people get like, oh, I don't quite know what to do, so I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that Hortense's video gave you all the information you need, because you don't actually have to wet block. You don't have to submerge your crochet piece into the water and completely saturate it in water. Hortense talks about other ways of blocking things to give your crochet the best finish and the kind of make your stitches stand out, even out the tension, because we know that sometimes when you crochet you might lose tension, you might start crocheting a bit tighter, a bit looser. So blocking can actually help even out the look of the stitches, make it all nice and uniform. It's great for lacy stitches, honestly. Lacy shawls, it's a whole new game if you block it, if you make, if you nicely stretch the stitches and make it really stand out, all the open work, all the lace work, like a filet crochet as well. It's really great for lacy stitches and open work. So if you haven't, maybe you could try on a smaller piece. Maybe you could make like a small lacy shawl or like a lacy scarf or something like that, and give blocking a go. See how you get on with it before you maybe commit to blocking the entire garment.
And I would say start with something that's got completely straight edges, that isn't shaped. I would say is a good way. And if you buy those blocking mats like Hortense was using in her the picture of them with the grids on them, they are, I think, definitely worth the investment if you can afford them. Because they're the measurements and you can get everything absolutely straight. And my blocking has definitely, since I upgraded to having those, my blocking has definitely improved. Because sometimes it's really easy, like, oh yeah, that's straight, isn't it? And actually it's got a bit of a wiggle on it. And you're like, whoops.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you know, I've actually seen those blocking boards, because I believe those had like just the grids, like straight lines. But I have seen blocking boards where you've got like a curve edges as well. Like if you need to, like a half moon shaped shawl, if you need the curve to be really nice and uniform, I have seen those blocking boards with like a half moon, or even like a whole circle from like the smallest to the biggest across the blocking boards. So if you need to pin it out into like a nice round shape, those are brilliant. They will really help you. I think we've got some comments coming through.
There's a lovely comment here. Thank you ever so much.
Oh, we're so happy you're enjoying it.
Oh, it's so it's, if I'm honest, it's completely nerve-wracking, more from a technical point of view. We were like beforehand, we were like, I hope everything, because we've scheduled all of these links and everything and tried to make it as easy as possible. So we hope that it's going really well for everyone.
Yeah.
Good morning from Las Vegas. Oh, it's Deanne. Hello. Hello, Deanne. I know you.
Hello.
And then Susie. Hortense's video was great. Answered all my blocking questions. Hurrah! And maybe even convinced me.
Convince me to do it. Fantastic. Like I said, give it a go. You will see what difference it makes. And like I said, maybe start with something slightly smaller if you need to get a little bit of practice with it, you know, see how you get on with the smaller piece.
Yeah, definitely. Saying I don't know what to do blocking wise, so never did it. Didn't understand that I wouldn't have to do it every time. And you know what? I didn't either. Again, it's one of those things that no one tells you.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's no absolute rule book for any of this, and that I think makes it harder because and other people have different opinions, don't you? Some people say, oh no, you need to definitely, if you wash it, you need to re-block it, and it's like,
Yeah,
probably not.
Have you
So
seen the foam floor tiles in kids' plays areas? Wondering if they would work. Absolutely.
That's
That's
I still use them if my project's bigger than my new one.
Yeah, absolutely. They will work just fine. It's just maybe have like a ruler or something kind of with a straight edge if you need to keep to the straight edge so you can pin your piece up against something straight so you kind of don't go off in a wonky line. I've done that before.
If you've got a decent long spirit level, we've got a really long spirit level.
Yeah.
I know that may seem a bit extreme, but it works. So
yeah, or do you know what? I actually even put books there, like book after book, and just pinned it up against the edge of all the books to keep in a straight line. But yeah, those mats are great. They're probably slightly cheaper than those professional kind of blocking mats, but they will do the job as long as you pin it straight. They will do the job. Absolutely, yeah. I learned great tip. Bits. I use a lot of acrylic and have always wet blocked. I will be steaming next time. There we go. Fantastic. Yeah.
I was just telling Veronica this though. Be careful with steam. One of my wonderful testers made a beautiful long cardigan of mine, and she steamed it, but she got her iron just a bit too close, and it melted the collar.
Yeah. So yeah.
Be careful. Don't get too close. Is all the only thing I would say. Don't get
absolutely. So yeah, acrylic yarn is man-made fiber. So it's made from plastic. It's a man-made fiber. It's not natural. So it is quite hard wearing. It's got like a higher melting point, but it does melt. So just please keep that in the back of your mind. That it is made from plastic, so it will melt at a certain temperature. So
way back from that. Once that's done, unfortunately.
Absolutely. So I would start with kind of lower temperature, or like as far away as you can, and just edge a little bit closer slowly. Don't go full steam ahead and as close as you can get to it. Just slowly, kind of like a slow run up to the steam. Don't go blasting it.
I don't know if they're here, but someone asked on the YouTube video, didn't they? They asked about, could you just put a towel over the top and use your iron? And I wouldn't do that. I would be far too petrified to do that.
No, after putting all that effort and work into crocheting your garment and then ruining it with the iron, because it might not melt, but you will kind of like flatten the stitches.
It flattens them, and they never have that kind of then life.
Because like every stitch, you felt like just. Every stitch has got, even if it's a flat fabric, but every stitch's got these little, bumps and little textures. And if you put iron onto it, you will completely flatten anything. So I wouldn't recommend it. Maybe try a tiny swatch of the
see how it goes. Yeah.
Have a go experimenting it. It might be okay, but my initial, thinking is that it would probably flatten it. Yeah.
But by the same token, and I think that's a really good idea actually, to try it out on different yarns and different swatches, because you don't want to be frightened of blocking, because I think that's what lots of people have said. They don't do it because they're scared of it, because they don't want it to go wrong. But unless you try it, you don't know if it's good. So try on a swatch, try on a sample that actually doesn't matter if you melt it.
Absolutely, They always even tell you when you iron in any kind of even shop bought garments, don't they? They always tell you to try a little corner just in case it melts or burns. So it goes the same for handmade stuff. Just maybe try a little small swatch from the yarn that you used for your garment and see how it copes under that kind of steam and the pressure. Yeah.
Yeah, as Deanne said, yeah, watch out with the steam, been there, done that, then I cried.
Oh, bless. Oh, sorry, Deanne. Oh, gosh.
It's so awful, isn't it, when you put on, this is another reason why we're putting on this summit now, because we don't want you to cry, we don't want you to learn by mistakes, we want you to have all of this knowledge, and it's not going to stop you from making mistakes here, there, or everywhere, but hopefully it will make you think, oh, actually, they said,
Yeah.
be careful.
That's it. It will give you the heads up, just to be careful. Yeah.
Definitely. And looks, oh, this is so lovely, to be honest. Although the videos are terrific, I'm learning more from these lovely Q&As where we're sharing our experience and guidance. Oh, thank you so
Oh,
much.
thank you so much. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you.
Kind. We're trying. We're trying.
We're trying, yes. We're gutted that Hortense couldn't be here with us because she's the real expert when it comes to blocking. I mean, you've seen her video. It's just absolutely amazing. So much information. But yeah, unfortunately, life happens. But we're trying our best from our experiences and knowledge, and ruining our own projects.
I was going to say that from what we've done wrong. We can write our own book about that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes. What else did she cover in it? Oh, the thing that I took note of, and I thought, oh, that's a really good idea, was that she said she always uses room temperature water to put her, and I've never considered that before. I mean, obviously I wouldn't ever put it all in hot water, but I've always just sprayed it with cold water. I'd never bother warming it up, and I just thought, oh, that's a really good idea. Because I suppose it depends on the fibre, doesn't it? I suppose like natural fibres would respond better to warm water, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I thought that was the tip that I was like, oh, I'm going to try that next.
Write that one down.
Yeah, write that one down. And that was it. I was going to ask everyone in the chat, how do you block? What's your preferred way of doing it? Do you spray block? Do you fully submerge? Because that scares everything out of me. Even so, I don't ever submerge mine. I don't know if everyone else does. No, I've never done it. What does everyone else do? Because I don't submerge mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a bit of an exclusive sneak peek in my caring for your creations video, which is gonna premiere tomorrow. I'm gonna take you lot into my kitchen. I mean, who would think I would have to scrub my kitchen sink for a crochet summit, right? I was sat there, I need to get these really shiny clean because I don't want to get anything on my sweaters, and I show people clean sink. So yeah, I'm gonna actually take you into my kitchen sink and we're gonna wash one of my sweaters together. I'm gonna show you how to do it, and I did submerge it.
Did you?
Into the water? So Hannah, don't be alarmed. You'll be okay. We'll watch it together, and yeah, you'll be okay. I do actually have got a couple of questions that have come through before for Hortense, but Hannah, we'll try our best, right?
We will. Hang on. So Stacey says she fully submerges, then rolls between dry towels to air dry, then block. Top mark, Stacey. Well done.
Yeah,
look, I'm the odd one out here. I fully submerge small items, shawls, for example. I'm behind on my game, aren't I?
Hannah, come on, you've got to try it. Just try it.
Sorry, everyone. I'll do one tonight if I get a chance. I've got one that needs blocking, actually. I'll do it tonight.
Oh, there we go.
Report back tomorrow.
Yeah, report back. Yeah, what happened. So,
sorry.
We've got one. I struggle with consistent stitching. Do you think blocking will help? And I think we touched upon this a little bit. I touched upon this a little bit just a moment ago, that yeah, it will definitely help. If you can lose tension, you can start when you working on a larger project. I mean, I can't see anyone finishing the entire sweater in one sitting. So yeah, when you put your project down, then you pick it back up maybe a day later, or even an hour later, because you've been crocheting, your hand might be a little bit tired, so you might want to relax your hand a little bit, and the tension will become a little bit looser. Or the other way around, if you start pulling the stitches a bit tighter, blocking can definitely help to even out the fabric. If you kind of stretch it into the dimensions, don't overstretch it, but if you nicely stretch it into so the fabric is still kind of relaxed, but it can even out your stitches, and blocking will definitely help you when it comes to little differences in your tension. So yeah, I think that's you can certainly give it a go and see if that helps. But my best guess is it will definitely help to make the fabric more uniform. Therefore, your stitches will look the same.
And it just helps, I find, as well, with like the drape and the feel, and that everything just feels just much nicer when it's blocked.
Yeah.
Not
Do you know, it's the sweater I washed for the video. I actually put it on the other day. I'm like, oh, this feels nice. This is softer than it was before. I mean, you know, I used the soak, so the little sachet of soak liquids that you can soak your sweaters in, and it actually doesn't need rinsing again, so you can leave it on there. So it smells nice, it feels softer, it feels more comfortable. So I'm like, oh, okay. I
and I think
might,
when you spend all that, because like yarn is, even if you buy cheap yarn, enough to make a garment is actually quite expensive. So when you
yeah,
spend that much money on yarn, like, you want it to be the best it can be, don't you?
absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, this is definitely the way to go. And another one I thought I just can't seem to get the ends straight. Will blocking help?
Yes,
Yes,
definitely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, as we mentioned before, you've got those blocking mats with the lines, so you can line those ends really up against that line, or use a spirit level, like Hannah said, or use pile of books, like I said, and line up the edge up against it to get a really, really straight edge. So blocking will definitely help with this.
Definitely. My tip, the thing that I discovered for edges like that is to use those the pins that have got lots of prongs on them, the
Yeah,
wide pins, rather, because the T pins that are just the single, I haven't got any with me, otherwise I'll show the single pins, then your edge, there's always a bit that's missing and not quite pulled out.
yeah,
Whereas if you use the ones that have got like 4 or 5 prongs on them, just be careful, because they're like ridiculously sharp, aren't they? I poked myself so many times with these. They are really good for edges that are a bit wonky. So
yeah,
I always use those on my row ends, and I
yeah.
use the other single ones on my stitch ends.
Yeah, yeah, they're really great, aren't they? Because you don't have to kind of pin each stitch individually. You just put the few pins in there at the same time, and it will really. Or do you know what they actually do? Blocking wires.
Yeah, they're fab, aren't they? And then you use the pins, don't you? The individual pins for the wires.
That's it. So you just kind of thread the wire through the edge, and then you just pin the wire really straight. It's kind of you probably only need like a couple of pins and maybe a couple in the middle to keep the wire really straight, which will then give you a very straight edge. So if you Google blocking wires, I believe they are really great, and they actually help with the curved edges as well. So if you perhaps using just those floor mats, like the kiddie play area mats, if you haven't got any of those guidance lines on your mats, those blocking wires could be a real saver, won't they? Because you can then kind of curve them, pin them into a curve, and get your curved edge really nice and straight. And even straight edges, they will be dead straight. So yeah, those blocking wires are really great as well.
Definitely. We've got a question from Kay saying, what type of soap do you use?
So I talk about this in my care for your creations video, but I used soap. Oh, actually, look at me! I come prepared.
Check you out.
So
Oh, soak.
soak.
Yeah,
I think everyone. So
yeah.
this is a little sachet that I got in one of the yarn gift boxes. I won't name. But yeah, this is really great. It's called Soak. You can get it in big bottles as well. It doesn't have to be little sachets. But this is what I used on when I washed my sweater on camera. So this is what I use. But if you've got something what's called woolite as well, that is a liquids, like a liquid detergent that is specifically formulated for like a wool product and natural fiber. So it doesn't have to be just wool. It's for cotton or bamboo and stuff like that. But It's really gentle and really, really nice to use on your handmade garments, because it's not, you know, it's not going to spoil them. So it's either soak or wool light, or you'll have to watch my video tomorrow because I'll tell you tomorrow.
Well, gosh, we've nearly run out of time again.
Again, wow, 4 minutes.
Gosh. This has just made me laugh. I can just picture an entire community of crocheters nodding as we talk about pinning. Yeah, yeah. And it's
Yes.
the only people that will understand this is people that have done crochet or knitting that have needed to painstakingly pin stuff out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, every stitch. Yeah, I know. I've done a really intricate border on one of my shawls, and after like a pin number 359, I was like, why
Like,
did I do this?
I'm
Why
just,
did I do this?
I feel like me, like you run out of pins just like right at the end, and then you're like, okay, how do I redistribute all of these pins so that it's
Yeah.
even?
Or do you know, then I go on a hunt into my kitchen drawer. You know, those one of those drawers where everything gets chucked.
Yeah.
Then you go kind of like furiously pulling all these rubbish out of the drawer. Is there another pin, please?
No, the answer is always no.
Yeah, very much so.
Right, shall I put the thingy back up for everyone
Yeah,
to go, because we have the next video we have is the amazing Brianna from
Brianna.
K, who is going to talk to us about knit look stitches. Like, her video is just like amazing.
Amazing.
You
Yeah.
have to, she's got so many tips and tricks as well for it. So if you scan that, and I'll put the doobry in the chat.
Yes, there we go. So I've got a task for everyone going over there to watch the video. You need to tell me what a golden loop is.
Oh yes, what's a golden loop?
What's a golden loop? So go over there, watch Brianna's amazing video, and we'll meet you back in about half an hour.
About half an hour. Yeah.
And we'll chat some more.
Yay! See you soon, everyone.
See you soon.